Good morning, explorers, and we are once again back here at Universal Studios Orlando, Islands of Adventure, and today is the day. After a lifetime, it feels like, of waiting and anticipating, we are finally going to the wizarding world of Harry Potter. Right there. Often heralded as Universal's flagship attraction. Goodness gracious, there are coasters. Where was I? It's not only here in Islands of Adventure, it's also back that way in Universal Studios. And if we play our cards right, we are going to experience it all today. So explorers, you see those snow-capped roofs over there? Isn't that inviting? Isn't that exciting? Let's go experience it right now. Come explore with me. We're gonna do some Potter stuff. Of course, the park did just open, so everyone else has the same idea as me. They're trying to hit up the rides in the wizarding world that are here, which include the Forbidden Journey and the relatively new Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. I think that's the right name. It's kind of a mouthful. And it does look like our friend the Osprey is up atop the yet-to-be-opened Velocicoaster. Oh, and there he goes. Did I lose him? Yeah, he's right there. That's kind of like a celebrity around here. The Osprey. I wonder where he's going. The Velocicoaster, of course, not a part of the wizarding world of Harry Potter, but an attraction that is coming soon to the Islands of Adventure this year. Officially this year. No official date, but soon. Velocicoaster, home of the Osprey, but probably not for much longer, because velociraptors eat ospreys. It's bird of prey versus bird of prey. Right? It's a raptor versus a other raptor. Side note, the restrooms here in Seuss Landing smell kind of good. And I don't know how I feel about that. Whoa, there's a tigress over there. Look at that. Wild. And we bow for respect. As you can see, the line for Hagrid's extends well beyond the confines of the land. I think we'll hold off on that for now. Right now, let's do some exploring as we enter in to the wizarding world of Harry Potter. It's happening, guys. Whoa! Look at that. Of course, we got the Hogwarts Express right here, and we're actually going to be able to hop on that soon. Immediately, right off the bat, my first thinking is, I wish Galaxy's Edge was more like this. There's like an energy, there is something to look at in every corner. Nothing is really stagnant. Everything is moving, or it's alive in some way. It's really exciting. There's also some genius design here, as I know Hogwarts Castle is in here somewhere, but I don't see it as I'm walking down this thoroughfare here, which means at some point there is going to be some kind of majestic reveal as we see the castle at some point. Maybe? There it is. We see the sign pointing to Hogwarts, and holy molasses, that is a reveal. I've had glimpses of this as I've been walking all around the Islands of Adventure, especially over in Jurassic Park, but if I could encourage you, you've got to come in through the Lost Continent side, because that reveal was worth so much. Harry Potter is one of my all-time favorite film series, and so it's kind of like when you see the Millennium Falcon for the first time. It's that same feeling of surrealness when you're standing right in front of something you recognize so intensely. As expected, everyone sort of flocked to Hagrid, so it's got a bit of a wait time right now. But the flagship attraction, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, has just a 5-minute wait.
Hidden talents, just like Harry
Potter, the boy who lived, the boy who survived by the seat of his pants is more like it. That's your run, son.
Is it possible I want a longer wait time for this ride? It's so weird. Dumbledore, he lives!
And what is easy? Here's I still can't believe we have line talks.
The door opens.
Over all three of us.
What's your suggestion, Ron?
Keep it down, you two. This will work fine if you stop bickering.
There they are.
Excuse me, we thought some of you might be looking for a way to escape Professor Bin's lecture. If you're not, you're mental.
Not that the subject isn't fascinating.
Yeah.
Mythologics for counter.
I was just about to do that.
Remember, meet Hermione in the room of requirement.
Okay, all we have to do is find the room of requirement. That shouldn't be too hard.
Interrupting me, young man.
You're not even dressed properly.
Listen, dear, I scored the winning goal in the 1862 League Championship wearing nothing but a smile. The other side jinxed off the
Sorting hat.
Please mention.
That was unreal. Hold on, let me think about it. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, unlike anything I've ever experienced before. Easily, hands down, it's not even close, the best attraction here at Universal Studios. I know I haven't done everything, but I don't know how anything is going to top this. That KUKA arm technology that controls the ride vehicle allows it to sweep and swoop in like such a perfect, believable way. The arm is kind of the best way to describe it, because like think of your hand as like the ride vehicle and you're able to twist and do all these things with it. That's what this ride vehicle is able to accomplish, and it does so fluidly, so masterfully. It literally felt like you were flying, in the same way that Flight of Passage sort of instills that kind of sensation. The KUKA arm is able to do that perfectly. And another thing that I want to say, it was not a 10 out of 10 attraction, it was a 9 out of 10 because of all the screens. People are right to give Universal a hard time by calling it a screen park, because every time I was in front of a screen, it took me out of the experience. And mostly because the physical sets and things that we were flying through were some of the best dark ride sequences I've ever experienced. The screen, the image wasn't as crisp as seeing like physical sets. And in most cases, not all cases, but in most cases, the audio was not synced up correctly with what the actors were saying. Having said all of that, the ride is a masterpiece simply because of the way it's able to incorporate that ride vehicle. That ride vehicle is unlike anything. And right next door to Hogwarts is the flight of the Hippogriff. Looks a lot like a Gadget's Go Coaster or a Goofy Sky School kind of thing. We'll give it a shot.
Be sure to
Well done.
Oh wow.
Go on,
an animatronic right to start. Whoa. Oh. Okay. This thing. Whoa. thing zips. This thing. That may look like a kiddie coaster from the outside, but that's a straight up coaster. It's a short coaster, but it's definitely not a kiddie coaster. The looks are deceiving. The Hippogriff packs a punch. It definitely doesn't need to be said, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The Harry Potter score is one of the greatest of all time. Of all time. So good. Thank you, John Williams. You'll notice that right behind me is the famous Butterbeer cart. I've seen a couple as I've been walking around here. I will not be getting a Butterbeer today. Not too long ago, I ate a lot of pie at a theme park, and watching that adventure back made me evaluate some things. And while I love pie, I had to take a step back and decide to make some healthier choices. So since our great pie adventure, I've been making healthier decisions, eating lighter meals, and you know what? Since our pie adventure, I have lost 17 pounds. That is the horn, and I am gonna toot it. My research says that a Butterbeer is about 200 plus calories, which isn't too bad. It's a lot less than I was thinking it was gonna be, but it is loaded with sugar. That's probably not enough to fall off any kind of wagon, but nevertheless, I'm going to stay the course. I'm gonna wait, and one of these days we will, and it will be in a moment of celebration. Explorers, keep me accountable. Having said all of that, I know deep down, even though I've never had one, that it is very, very good, and you should probably get one when you come. The time is upon us. It's time to ride Hagrid. This is a view. Amazing. This thing seems huge and very well themed.
Thank you for your attention and enjoy the rest of your day here.
I love how the queue juts right up against Hagrid's house, a set piece from the Hippogriff ride. Here we see it on the opposite side. I'm getting like a similar sensation as I would, you know, when you go into the Temple of the Forbidden Eye. Just sort of like the decrepit, you know, mysterious, but still kind of inviting kind of feeling. That's what this architecture is evoking in me. Uh-oh, we have a screen. Long and mysterious corridors here in Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. Unending corridors. Wow, they keep going. When's it gonna stop? We must be getting close. Something big is flying around up there. Oh man. Holy cow. the funnest roller coaster I've ever been on. Like, what do I want to say? Hagrid's exceeded any kind of expectation I might have had for a roller coaster. There were so many elements, so many surprises, stuff I did not see coming. It just flowed together so well. Now I know this is championed as sort of a story coaster, which is a perfectly apt description. It was a lesson with Hagrid, and you're riding on the motorbike, which is just an awesome sensation. I'm very excited to see how that plays out with Tron eventually, but you're sitting on the bike and you really feel as like the engine revs up. That thing goes fast and you feel it. And then there's some, I'm not gonna spoil it. I can't believe I've had two back-to-back amazing experiences, and this is only one part of it, because we still have yet to take the Hogwarts Express over to Diagon Alley. So this experience actually takes us from here in Islands of Adventure over to the Harry Potter section of Universal Studios. So in essence, we're park hopping. So this is my first time that I'm going to be utilizing my park hopping abilities to go do more Harry Potter stuff. Hagrid's was so good. It's just us here in line for the Hogwarts Express. Kinda surreal, kinda fun, mostly awesome. Thank you, John Williams.
Looks like a bunch of first years.
Let's keep looking.
We were just there. Well, that's a fun way to get from A to B. And so with that, we have officially made it to Diagon Alley. Yeah, wait. This exits right into Universal Studios. That's technically not true. We have made it to this London facade here, and I do believe walking through these brick corridors will bring us into Diagon Alley. Here we go. Wow. Look at this whole perfectly themed land tucked away, hidden behind a brick wall. This is unlike anything else in this park. Wow. Diagon Alley, home of course to Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. Let's do it. Oh, yes. Audio animatronics. Look at this. Yes. I love this. This is a very well-themed line. Probably the best one we've been in so far.
Ladies and gentlemen, a wild cart ride awaits you. Be warned, it is not for everyone. Muggles might describe the journey to the vault as a high-speed roller coaster ride with sudden and dramatic acceleration, climbing, stopping and diving. Even some in the magical community find the ride a bit challenging.
This looks like it's a completely separate element that probably has a little more theatricality in a non-social distancing world, but I'm not sure. You gotta love rides that make you look awesome. You can't see, but I just winked. Like that. So Gringotts was a decent coaster experience. It sort of had the same symptoms that Forbidden Journey had. Great, awesome physical sets, but too much, an over-reliance on screens. There was a 3D attraction. You had to put goggles on to see everything, and I don't know if it's just me, but 3D never is 100%. It always comes out a little fuzzy. That always takes me out of the attraction, the experience, a little bit. Everything did happen pretty fast, so I'm a little unsure as to what was going on fully. What it did the most was the roller coaster ride vehicle twisted and turned. It was able to go in any direction. It got me really excited for what Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind is going to be. Cosmic Rewind is being touted as another story coaster, kind of like this one was, and I think it's really going to be Disney's answer to Gringotts and Hagrid's. Man, Hagrid's was so good. And we're about to go down Nocturne Alley. And it's a little bit dark. It's very dark. And for some reason that makes me want to whisper. Where does this road go? Nocturne Alley has a fully functioning gift shop. Who'd have thought? That was spooky, but I see the light at the end of the tunnel that'll take us back to Diagon Alley. No Diet Coke anywhere. Wizarding World does not make eating right easy. And it does look like they have pie here. But it looks like the kind of pie that's gonna help me stay on track. No, thank you. This has been pretty fantastic. Pretty fantastic. Well, folks, I think that's gonna do it for our initial exposure to the wizarding world of Harry Potter and also Universal Studios Resort in general. We've got so much more exploring, so many adventures to be had here. I need to learn more about this place, and I know you guys know a lot about it, so over these last 3 adventures that we've had, tell me some of the things that I've missed. What are some must-do things in Universal that I need to do? You guys gotta help me out. So explorers, whether it be here in Universal Studios or somewhere in Walt Disney World or beyond, we'll see you next time in the Happy Place. Bye. Hagrid's is so good.